What's up, guys? Globe here.
What's up, it's Bird.
And today we're getting an achievement in Gears of War 3 today called Seriously 3.0. I'm sure you heard of it. Bird, what do you think about this achievement?
The longest, hardest achievement you'll ever get.
Yeah, so first off, before I even get into the guide, this is only going to help some of you guys. I mean, there's going to be like 64 fucking, hopefully, tips in here. I'm going to try to go through each medal and tell you guys how I got them. And so hopefully you guys can find a couple tips in at least a couple of those medals. I'm sure you're not going to find one in all of them. But I'm going to try my best. And before I even get into the guide, let me just say, don't even go for this achievement unless you have fucking thousands of hours to spend and months on end to do. Because otherwise, if you don't,
you're just going to get halfway done.
Yeah, you're just going to get into it for like 3 months and give up. And then you're going to have wasted 3 months. So if you're going to go for it, you know. But I wouldn't recommend it unless you're OCD like me and have to complete games. So it's going to blow, Bird.
Or if you have a friend that's truly dedicated like me.
Yeah, if you have friends to help you, that's awesome. That's, of course, what you should do. I had a couple nice friends helping me, who I'll thank at the end of the video.
One of them is Bird.
Yeah, one of them sitting next to me. He was with me when I got the achievement.
Because I'm his best friend, and I'll sacrifice life and limb.
Yep.
Well, maybe not limb, or life, but I'm a good friend.
What do you mean, not life?
Not life.
You wouldn't take a bullet from me?
I would take a bullet for you, but if we're in like the streets of Compton, someone was like, "Hey,
he's getting too far into this. He's thinking too hard about this. Just say yes, you'll take a bullet from me."
Yeah, I would take a bullet.
All right. What else can we say about this achievement, real quick? You're gonna see me refer to true achievements a lot in this guide. If you don't know what that is, I'll put a video in the description for my true achievements tutorial. And you guys can go sign up for that. It's really helpful for these kind of achievements. And yeah, like I said earlier, if you have friends to help you with this, who are nice enough to help you with this, or even going for it with you, that's even fucking Bird. That's even better. You'll get it a lot faster. So without further ado, let's get into this.
And true achievements, they're hardcore gamers. They'll game for like, I want to say, 5
5
hours on end.
That's going to be a majority of your help right there if you don't have friends to help you. So let's do this. Alright, so when I went for this achievement, I went from the bottom of the list and worked my way up. I recommend going from the top of the list and working your way down because the top of the list is the harder medals. But I'm going to start from the bottom just because that's where I started. So the first medal is Complete Campaign on Insane. You're going to have to use true achievements for that unless you have some buddies. So go get some buddies or go watch my true achievements guide if you don't know what it is. And get some help with that.
Alright, and the next medal is Manipulate 2000, whatchamacallits, objects.
Oh my god. Alright, so you're going to want to go to campaign, standard, select chapter over whichever one you want, act 1, chapter 1, the prologue, whatever difficulty, and yeah, you just pretty much have to manipulate 2,000 objects. You can do this by pushing X to open the doors throughout the campaign, or the easiest way is the way I'm about to show you, which is you could just sit there for hours if you want and push a little blue button.
Called the X button.
Called the X button, yes. And you can do this with a friend because there's multiple places to push the button. The big blue button, the X button.
Blue button.
I just sped this up for you guys so you guys can kind of see where I'm at so you don't get confused. Just in case, you know. And you don't have to... Oh my god, that's not okay because I know Bird's farts are pretty horrendous. You don't have to kill these guys, you just have to chill there. And then it'll tell you to do a bunch of stuff. Just follow the directions. Go ahead and skip the scenes if you want. Doesn't matter. And then you're going to find... After you find Dom, you're going to see the stairs. And once you go up the stairs, you're going to see a little foosball thing or whatever it is in Gears of War land.
That is thrash ball.
Yeah, thrash ball machine, whatever. And you can just sit there for hours like I did and push the big blue button. X, as Bird likes to call it.
X button.
And your friend can be on the other end if you guys want to be next to each other. And then after you meet Jace, if you go upstairs and you open this door, you see a nice piano that Bird likes to play Beethoven on. And you can do it that way too. I heard the piano's faster, but it's really up to you. So there you go. Alright, the next medal is play 500 chapters of arcade.
Play 500 chapters of arcade.
Go to campaign instead of standard. Go to arcade. Create private, public, whatever you want to do. Public will let other players from online join you. Random people.
Random people.
Go ahead and go to the prologue again.
Prologue again.
Oh my god. And select whatever mutators you want. It doesn't really matter. Because it's the prologue. It's easy as shit. Probably pick insane just to get more XP.
Insane for more XP.
And this guy's going to get smacked real quick.
This guy's going to get smacked real quick.
And then I just sped it up for you.
And then sped it up for you.
Oh my god. And you can rape Carmine because it's funny.
Rape?
And he's trying to avoid the rape, and then I have to go rape Dom.
You have to go rape Dom?
Yeah, I
Why
did.
you rape Dom? Rape's bad for your health.
I know. So this will take a while, but it's easy. You don't even have to shoot the people. You just can stand there the whole time if you want.
You just rape them the whole time?
Yep. And then you just rinse and repeat. Quit.
Rinse and repeat?
Back out and do it again. There you go.
Rape?
Alright, so next medal is complete 240 chapters without dying on arcade. This has to be done with 2 or more people. You can do this with a buddy or buddies or a second controller if you don't have any friends like Bird. And you can just keep doing the prologue over and over again like in the previous medal. And that's it for this one. That one's easy. Alright, next medal is maintain max multiplier in 100 chapters of arcade. So when you play arcade, there'll be a little gear symbol in the top left corner with a 1 in it. The more people you kill, the higher up it's going to go. The max is 10 and it'll be blinking blue. So you have to get that and then maintain it throughout the whole chapter. And you have to do this with 2 or more people. I recommend 2 just because it's easier. But I'm going to show you with 1 because it is that easy. Alright, so go to arcade. You can create private, public, whatever you want to do. Act 2, Chapter 7. It's called Touchdown. Whatever mutators, and make sure you put it on casual just so it's easy. And Bird's high-fiving the shit out of me right now. Alright, so when you start, they'll usually will be you and your buddy. One will be on each side, but the first one's going to be on the left side. Or no, sorry, the right side. And just wait for him. He'll be here any minute now. And there he is. So kill him. And then your buddy should be on the other side getting ready for the next one. But since I'm playing by myself, you can see where I'm going. Going to the left side. And you can see the little gear thing in the top left corner. That's what I was talking about. That has to be at a 10. It'll be blinking blue. You'll see what I mean when it gets there. And then if you go to the front of the boat, or front of the whatever this is, I don't know why I called it a boat if it was in the sky.
It's a blimp.
It's a blimp. Kill the reavers. The reavers actually give you a lot of points. And then on the other side there'll be another reaver. If you don't kill them fast enough, they will fly away, so try to get them as fast as you can. And then usually when you're on the left side over here where I am right now, there usually will be that blimp in the shadow right there before you get this far. But since I was killing that other reaver, he decided to fly away. But that's why you have 2 people, make it easy. So if I can do this by myself, you and a friend can do it no problem. This one you kind of have to lead a little bit, and then you can try to kill that reaver if you wanted. But go for these big guys because they're worth the most.
They're called barges.
Barges, go for the barges. Bird's fucking getting all technical and shit. And then go for this one in front of you. This should be the last one before you get the 10 multiplier. Any minute now, this fat bastard should die.
Get in my belly.
Get in my belly. You see how it's 10 and it's blinking blue. And then if you get on the right side where you see my guy is now, and you just stay on the turret, Mira won't hurt you. So, or she'll rarely hurt you. Like, I would say like 1 in 20 chance. She doesn't hurt you. You don't even have to shoot her. You just kind of just sit there and wait for the round to end or the chapter to end. And then you'll get to this, and all you gotta do is restart the chapter and rinse and repeat, and you're good to go 100 times. Just make sure you have to have a friend, or you can do this. I did it by myself, so you can put someone idle in there if you want, like a second controller. And that's all there is to it. Alright, so the next medal is complete all arcade chapters on Insane. You can do this a couple of ways. One being you get a bunch of friends together and you go just rape campaign on Insane. The way I had to do it was I just joined kind of random games on chapters that I needed of Insane and just did my best to get through them with other people that I didn't know. That's the hardest way to do it, but usually that's what I had to do. Or you can, if you wanted, you can go to True Achievements and make a lobby, because there usually isn't one for this kind of thing. But yeah, you can go ahead and make a lobby, and hopefully you get some people. But the way I would recommend is just to join random games and hope you get it. Alright, so the next medal is number 1 in arcade, 240 times. Just go to arcade and make sure you have a guest signed in. You have to do this with 2 or more people. If you don't have a guest, just find a buddy to help you out. And then just keep playing the prologue over and over again. If you don't know where the points are, I'm going to show you right here with the screenshot. It's at the bottom right corner. It'll have your gamer tag and how many points you have. Just make sure you score the most points in every chapter. And then just rinse and repeat. Bird, anything to add? Because it looks like you want to say something.
I do, and if your friend doesn't let you win, you have shitty friends. Because all you have to do is fucking sit there and diddle your dick around.
Yeah, you just pretty much have to kill one person and then just sit there. So, there you go.
I can't do it. I'm laughing too hard. All right. Next medal is earn 75 million points. 75 million? 75 million points in arcade mode.
7,500,000 points in arcade mode. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that one.
To do this, you should just get this naturally by going for all the other medals in an arcade. But if not, just repeat chapter 2-7, which is the little blimps, whatever they're called, whatever birds call them. What do you
Barges.
call them? Barges. And just do that on insane as many times as it takes. So there you go.
Yeah.
Alright, next medal is in beast mode. It's ready for the heavies ribbon 75 times, which means unlock the last row of locust in beast mode, which is the big guys, you know, the heavy guys. Ready for the heavies. And you have to actually physically buy one and play with one, but you have to have I think a full lobby because it is a ribbon, so it cannot be done solo. And that's pretty much it. The easiest way to do this is just to join a random game of beast, or you can invite some friends if you have more friends than me, because I had to join random games because I'm a loser, I guess. That's pretty much it. Alright, so the next medal is earn 1 million cash in beast. To do this, you just gotta kill people and destroy barriers and that kind of stuff. I would recommend going for all the other beast medals first, and you should get this gradually, or you should get a lot of it done. And then just, if you don't get it done, just keep playing beast until you get it. So, should be probably the last beast medal you get, but it's pretty easy. It's pretty self-explanatory. You just gotta play a lot of beast and you'll get it in time. Alright, next is kill 1,100 humans in beast. As you can see, I got this 3 times, so don't even worry about this medal. You'll get it in time. Just play beast and go for the other medals, and you'll definitely get it. Alright, this medal is destroy 3,000 fortifications in beast. You should get most of this over time, but just by going for the other medals. But if not, then be the ticker and just kind of destroy the gates. Or you can save up your money and get the berserker. That's the best way to do it. And then just go rampage on everything, and you should get a lot of shit done. So, there you go. Alright, the next medal is heal or revive 1,500 enemies in beast. Just go ahead and save up your money until you get the Cantus, and then hide yourself in a corner somewhere in the middle of the map towards your teammates. And when you see them get hurt, just push X and you should revive them. So there you go. Alright, the next one is complete 600 waves of beast. Don't even worry about this one until you get all the other beast medals done, including the play beast on insane. But if for some reason you don't have it by the end of all the beast medals, then just go to casual and play as much as you can.
Alright, the next one is play beast on insane. Go to True Achievements. The link is in the description. Or ask some friends that are really good at Gears of War.
Yep, and you have to do it without failing, so you can't, like, get to round 10 or whatever and then fail and then restart from that round. You have to do all 12 without failing in a row. So if you fail at all, you got to restart from the whole beginning. It sucks.
Yeah.
It's by far one of the hardest medals you can get, so be prepared. Also, if you never used True Achievements before, I have a link in the description for you to watch my tutorial on it if it's your first time. So now we're getting into the Horde medals, and you're definitely going to want to have these 2 mutators. The first is Super Reload. This makes all your active reloads like fucking super powerful, and you're going to want that for when you do Horde on Insane. To get that, you just have to get 100 kills with all the assault rifles, and you're definitely going to want to have it. The next mutator you're going to want to have is Infinite Ammo. The way to get that is to get 100 of the Combat Engineer ribbons. To get those, you have to repair 5 things each round in Horde. The easiest way to do that is to, in between rounds, get on a turret, shoot a couple bullets, repair it, shoot a couple bullets, repair it, until you get the ribbon. And you have to have a full lobby of people to do this because it is a ribbon, so keep that in mind. Alright, the next medal is complete 100 challenges in Horde. I'm assuming you all know what challenges in Horde are, but just in case you don't, I'm going to explain it here in a second. First thing to note is you have to win 3 rounds in a row without dying to be able to get the 4th round to be a challenge round. They call it bonus wave, and then just complete the task they want you to complete, and you should get it. These will consist from anything from get 6 kills in a row with a Lancer or a Retro Lancer to kill a certain amount of enemies in a certain amount of time. And Bird, you look like you're having a shit ton of fun. Try not to look so excited.
Mm-hmm.
He's drinking decaffeinated Red Bull, or not decaffeinated, what is it? Sugar-free?
Sugar-free.
Sugar-free Red Bull to stay awake. Because this is like a fucking super long video, and he doesn't know really what's going on. Big Bird, what are you doing on your phone there, buddy?
Watching
You're just
porn.
touching stuff? He's touching stuff.
Watching porn.
He's touching stuff.
Watching porn.
Watching porn, he said. So yeah, just remember you have to win 3 rounds in a row without dying to be able to get the challenge round. Just go ahead and set it to...
Did you know Deadpool and Deathstroke are the same person?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You sure?
I googled it.
He googled it. That means it's legit. Everything he reads on the internet is legit.
Yeah.
I really don't know. I don't know really who Deathstroke or Deadpool are, so I can't tell you if you're right or not, but it's whatever. As you see, bonus wave came up. Looks like that. This one is get 6 kills in a row with the Lancer or Retro Lancer. So just gotta wait for the round to start and get my chainsaw on and blow some shit up. What was that noise, Bird?
Cody.
Bird, what was that noise? And then once you get it, you'll get these little boxes of goodies or tickers to try and kill you, which is stupid because you know for a fact they're not going to kill you. But yeah, that's all there is to that one. So it's pretty easy. I mean, you guys all should know what challenges are for Horde, but if you don't, I just wanted to show you real quick. Next is earn $5 million cash in Horde. This one's actually going to take you a while. Just go for all the other Horde medals first, leave this one for last, and then just go ahead and clean it up at the end. Alright, so the next one you're going to get is complete 1,000 fortification modifications, which is fucking a lot to say at the same time, but this includes building, upgrading, repairing, all that kind of stuff in Horde, so just do that and you should get it naturally anyway, so I wouldn't worry about it. Next up is earn Point Man Ribbon 500 times. You get the Point Man Ribbon by having the most points on your team at the end of each wave. This cannot be done alone, so the easiest way to do it is to sign in a guest and just let them sit there while you kill everybody. If you don't have a second controller, then you're going to have to find a friend or possibly use true achievements. So, there you go. Alright, now you got to get the Founder Ribbon 300 times. To get this, you just have to build the base at the beginning of the Horde match. It won't let you start playing Horde until you build a base, so it's really hard to miss. And it cannot be done alone. You have to have a full lobby of players because it is a ribbon. And you can only get one per game, so you have to get one and then quit and then repeat the process. So this one's pretty self-explanatory. Just complete 2,000 waves of Horde, just like the $5 million one, save it till the end. And you should get it naturally, but if you don't, just play a couple extra waves of Horde until you do get it. Alright, this is probably the second hardest medal to get behind Beast on Insane. It's complete all 50 waves of Horde on Insane. Easiest way to do it is get some friends that you know that you can have a good time with and make the process that much easier. If not, use true achievements. And you're definitely going to want to have those two mutators that I showed you earlier, the infinite ammo and the active reload one. Otherwise, it's going to make this pretty much impossible. And it also helps to put the big head one on too, just because it makes it easier to get headshots and kill them easier.
And it's fun.
And it's fun. Alright, next up we get into Versus medals. These are by far probably the hardest ones, the most time consuming. The first one up is get 6,000 map-based weapon kills. I made the mistake of going for this directly, but as you can see I got it 3 times and almost 4. So you really don't need to worry about this one. It'll come in time by getting the heavy weapons and all that kind of stuff, explosive kills, etc. So don't even worry about this one, you'll get it in time. Alright, next is win 500 capture the leader rounds as the leader. There's so many capture the leader medals that I wouldn't even worry about it. As you can see, I almost got it 3 times. So this is one of those ones that you probably don't have to worry about. And if you do, then it's pretty self-explanatory what you have to do. And you can either idle this or you can actually go and play. You're going to get more playing, but it's a little more boring. So I would, if you're lazy like me, you're going to idle. This is probably one of the easiest medals you're going to get throughout the whole Seriously 3.0 experience. Play as a female in 1,000 matches. As soon as you get to the versus portion, just change your character to a girl and you'll get it in time.
The next medal is Curb Stomp, and what you do is shoot an enemy, down him, walk up to him, and press Y and smash his face into his rectum.
True story.
And don't hold it, because it'll do
a different execution.
It'll do like the gun special or whatever it's called.
Alright, the next medal we're going to get is earn 3,000 First Blood ribbons. It is a ribbon, so make sure you set the bots to fill or else you will not be getting them. And what you're going to want to do is go to Versus, go to Private, Warzone or Execution, whichever one you are working on currently. Set the rounds to 15, time limit to 10. Make sure you put it to fill, and casual, of course, because we're bitches like that, and it makes it easier. And you'll see me use this method throughout the video because it is a very good method for getting a bunch of different medals. So what you're going to want to do is put the map to Gridlock, and then make sure you set all the weapons to disabled except for the long shot. You're going to want to put that to either the Hammer of John or the boom shot, whichever one you're working on, whether it be explosive kills or fire kills. And then just go ahead and start it up here, and you'll see how awesome this method really is. It works for buttoned ups, skunkers if you put the round to 2. It works out really good. So there you go. Let's go up to this top hill where the Hammer of John or boom shot is, whichever one you're using. Go ahead and get on that wall so you get your buttoned up. And then you're just going to want to rip their face. And as you can see, you get a bunch of medals, and it works pretty awesomely. So, there you go. Next medal is get 3,000 last man out ribbons. The bots do have to be set to fill because it is a ribbon. This ribbon just means be the last man on your team that's alive. I got all this by idling, so I wouldn't worry about it. Just you'll probably get it while you're idling the game mode, so don't worry about it. These next 3 medals you don't even need to worry about. Onyx medal with all 3 starting rifles, Onyx medal with all 5 starting weapons, and Onyx medal in all game modes. You'll get these just by doing all the other medals, so there's no need to worry about them. They'll come in time. These are probably the stupidest medals that Series 3.0 has to offer, and that is the game modes. You have to play 3,000 of each game mode. Definitely do Wingman first because it is the longest. But when you get to King of the Hill and capture the leader, if you are going to idle, which means you pretty much just leave your controller there and let the bots do all the work, make sure you set the rounds to 2 because you will get about 30 skunkers depending on how long you play. It usually takes about 8 hours to get 30 skunkers, but it will help out later on in the future. And you will find yourself idling a lot with this achievement because no one wants to sit there and play manually, but if you can play manually, it is definitely the way to go. Alright, next up is rescue 1,200 leaders and capture the leader. When the enemy takes your leader, just throw smoke at him and you should release him. If you don't have a smoke, just go up and melee the enemy or shoot them from the back. And just walk around your leader until the enemy picks him up and just rinse and repeat. It's going to take a while, but you'll get it eventually. Next medal is destroy 1,000 enemy grenades. Easiest way to do this is to have a buddy or sign in a guest and just have your guest or buddy stick a grenade to the wall and you shoot it. So it's that easy. Alright, next up is kill 3,000 enemies with fire. That method I showed you earlier in the video, I will show you again in here in a moment. You can do this with the flamethrower, the hammer of John, or the incendiary grenade, but the method only works with the hammer of John because it has the range. Just go ahead and set it to gridlock and make sure you put all the weapons to disabled except for the long shot and put that to the hammer of John, and then go to where the hammer of John is and do what I just did. So there you go. Alright, the next medal is spot 12,000 enemies. This can't come natural because you actually have to physically push the button and manually play. So just when you're going for everything else, just remember to click the left stick in and you'll keep spotting enemies and it'll eventually add up and you'll get this medal. Alright, next to the game modes, these are probably the second most annoying. Get 6,000 kills with the pistols, the 2 shotguns, and the 3 assault rifles. The pistols are a little bit easier because you can go for the captives as well, which I'll show you later on in the video, an easy way to do that. But the easiest way to do these are to go to True Achievements and sign up for the 600 kill lobbies. There's a lot of them on there, so you shouldn't have trouble finding one. Other than that, just pick a gun and use it throughout your whole Series 3.0 process to make the process go by that much quicker. Alright, next up is 25,000 perfect active reloads. If you played Gears of War before, I'm pretty sure you know what an active reload is. You'll probably get this over time just going for every other medal, but if not, then you know what you have to do. It's pretty easy. You could probably get this in one day if you really wanted to, but like I said, just take your time, go for all the other medals first, leave this one for last, and it should be easy. Alright, next is earn 600 buttoned up ribbons. A buttoned up ribbon is for spending the most time in cover in a whole game. It has to be with the bot set to fill because it is a ribbon, but just use the method I showed you earlier while you're going for your fire and your explosive kills and first bloods and all that, and just get up against that wall, and you should have no problem getting this. Alright, next up is revive 1,200 squad mates. There's a really easy way to do this when you go into capture the leader. So go ahead and set up a capture the leader game and put the number of bots to fill and put friendly fire to on. And this is a really quick way to do this if you want to knock them out, but I wouldn't go for this until after you've gotten everything else because you might get a couple of them on the way. Make sure you have the Nasher out because it makes it a lot easier that way. And what you're pretty much going to do is just keep downing your leader and keep reviving him. So when the game starts, just go ahead and start meleeing him until you know he's safe to shoot. And once he goes down, revive him and then start blasting him with the Nasher. You can also put the weapon spawns to Nasher if you want to keep doing it this way, but a lot of times after I run out of Nasher bullets, I just keep meleeing him until one of the enemy bots kills me. Alright, next is 5,000 assists. You can do this one of 2 ways. You can either have a buddy come over to your house like I did and play split screen with you, or you can get a buddy from Xbox Live to help you out. And I put the map to gridlock, and then I put King of the Hill to 15 rounds and as much points as you can go, which is 240. And then I would shoot the enemies and down them, and he would kill them for me. So it actually works better than you would think. So that's what I would recommend for doing assists. Alright, next up is capture 500 enemy leaders. Just go to capture the leader and put the capture time to 10 seconds. And then down the enemy leader and capture them. You'll probably get this just by going for all the other capture the leader medals since there are so many of them. So I wouldn't worry about it till the end. Alright, so next up is earn 300 untouchable ribbons. You get untouchable ribbon by being the leader on your team and capture the leader without getting captured. There's a trick to do this. Sign in a second controller as a guest, and then when it backs you out to the main title screen where you have to press start, push start with the second controller first, and it'll make that controller the main profile, and then make you and your guest against a full team of bots. It has to be set to fill because it is a ribbon, so make sure you set the bots to fill. And then just make sure you and your guest are on the same team, and after one round of your guest being the leader, it should put you the leader every time. Alright, next up is Skunk Enemy Team 2,500 times. This is definitely one of the more annoying medals. I used a lot of true achievements to go for this because it is a very annoying medal and a lot of people are going for it. So definitely check true achievements, but if not, just use that method I showed you earlier of the gridlock and the Hammer of John and stuff like that, and just set the rounds to 2. You're going to have the bots to fill, and you're going to have the rounds to 2 or more, because it won't work if there's only one round. And what it means is you pretty much just have to not let the enemy team score a round on you. It's definitely one of the more annoying medals, so I would try to get it out of the way as soon as possible. Possibly when you're going for all the other game modes, just it's going to make everything feel a little bit longer when you're going for Skunker as well as everything else, but it's definitely worth it not to be focused on it at the end of your run. Alright, next up is get 6,000 executions. I wouldn't worry too much about this one. Go for the curb stomps first, and then when you're going for the Lancer kills, make sure you, instead of shoot people, you try to chainsaw them, because it counts as a Lancer kill and an execution. So I wouldn't worry about that one too much. Next up is 6,000 explosive kills. You can do this with the torque bow, the grenade, the boom shot, or the digger. You can use the same method I showed you earlier in the video with the Hammer of John, but instead of the Hammer of John, turn it to the boom shot. As you see here, I kind of fail trying to do this, but you get the idea, and it's not always going to go perfect every round. So this is pretty much what it's going to look like, but usually you'll get 2 or 3 people with one shot. So there you go. Alright, next up is 6,000 kills with heavy weapons. That means either the one-shot, the mulcher, or the mortar. Personally, I like to use the mortar because it has a lot of splash damage. But the easiest way to do this is to go to True Achievements and sign up for a 600 kill lobby, and you should get it pretty fast. Alright, next up is 4,000 headshots. I wouldn't worry about this one until the very end. Go for everything killing-wise first, and see how many headshots you're left with. If you're left with any, just go sign up for a 600 kill lobby, or just go try to do them manually. The next 4 you definitely don't have to worry about. Win 3,000 matches, that's just going to happen. 4,000 games played, that's definitely going to happen because you have to play more games than that just to get the game modes done. Reach level 100 is definitely going to happen just because all the XP these medals give you. And MVP you'll just get by playing all the game modes and stuff manually and doing all that, weapon kills and all that. Alright, next medal is kill 1,000 enemies with a captive. This means when you down an enemy and you walk up to him, you can push X and you'll take him as a meat shield. And you pretty much have to get kills while you're using the meat shield. You can either do this with melees or pistols. It's easier to do it with pistols because they're pistols, and you're actually getting the pistol kills as well. So what you want to do is go to private, team deathmatch, put the respawn to 35, round swing to 15, number of bots to 0, and make sure you have a guest signed in for this. Make things a lot easier. The map is really whatever you want it to be. I like to use Mercy just because of the boosting lobbies. That's what they all play on, is Mercy. So it's good. It's kind of, you know, like engraved in my brain to use that map. And then I just put all the weapons to Boltox. Start it up here. Let me speed it up for you. And then as soon as you start, you're going to want to go to the right or to the left, depending on what side you spawn. Grab a Boltox, or go grab a couple Boltox, get full ammo, but I didn't just because I'm showing you guys. Pick up the guest, and since he's going to spawn on the other side, it does suck that I have to walk all the way over there, but usually you'll just go on the stairs in front of you and you'll be able to kill him from that spot, or just go on top of these stairs like you see me doing here, and you'll be able to kill him from this spot. You could also do headshots here, but I'm not good enough to get headshots, I guess, right there. So yeah, there you go. You do a couple medals at once, and it's pretty easy stuff. Alright, next up is execute a hunter nemesis. Summons your nemesis by killing you 5 times in a row, and an easy way to check is to push select, and whichever name has the 2 like crossing knives, that's your nemesis. The easiest way to do this is with a guest or with a friend, and just let them kill you 5 times and then down them and get your curb stomps out of the way while you're trying this. So just down them and push Y, and it has to be an execution. You can't just kill them, you have to execute. So that's all there really is to it. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you got at least 1 or 2 good tips out of it. It is a 30-minute achievement guide, but I tried my best. So hopefully you guys don't hate on it too much. Hopefully you guys got a tip or 2. Bird's sleeping, or he would say goodbye right now. But thank you guys so much for watching. I want to thank everyone who helped me with this achievement, who was watching this, friends, people I don't know in their life, all you guys, whoever helped me, True Achievements guys. I really appreciate it, and this is definitely the pinnacle of my achievement career so far, and I'll remember it for a long time because it is fucking 9 months worth of work. I started it on February 19th and got it on, I think today's October 26th, and I did the math and it came to like over 5,000 hours altogether. So it definitely sucked, but it feels good to have it done, and I'm glad I stuck it out and did it. So hopefully you guys, if you're going for this achievement, you're going to stick it out and go for it as well. It is really good once you get it, but it is hard to get. So again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!